Everything is envelopes. I have to get an envelope. Is 3,000. Put like the priority bills. So many medical bills that start. Hello my friends. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I am so happy to have you here for another budget with me video. We're going to be doing our budget for the month of September. If you are new, hello friends. My name is Delia Mireya. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you are all having a lovely, blessed day. On my channel, you're going to find all cash stuffing videos. I am in quite a bit of debt. I mean, not a little bit. It's a lot of it. That's what I call it. A lot of it. On my channel, I share with you all cash stuffing videos, DIYs of things I am making that help me stay a bit more organized for my cash stuffings. I'm on a journey to being debt free. I had been budgeting for about 2 years. That's when I decided to share my videos with you all because everything was working well until I got to January when I started sharing these videos with you all. Just things started happening. I had to go to the doctor and I have a very high deductible, so I had so many medical bills that started to come in besides credit card debt that I had, and all these medical bills started to pile up. Instead of everything going perfectly fine for me to be able to save money, my debt started growing. This is the way things have been for me. In the beginning of the year, I was sad because we weren't making it enough. Like, we didn't have a lot of money to pay everything that we had to pay. So I started praying, and that's when I had applied for a job months earlier. One morning when I woke up, I was feeling sad. I'm like, this is too much. That's when I felt God's presence telling me that everything was going to be fine. Fast forward through time, I got this job. I was able to help pay off some of the debt. Now we still have a high debt, but it's not as high as it was before and since the beginning of the year. So that really helped out, that little small job that I had. It was a full-time job for just like a seasonal job, just for a couple months. As I mentioned, these budgeting sheets that I have here, I downloaded them and these were a free download. I think you have to be subscribed to the Budget Mom in order to get these. If I can leave you the exact link, I will give you all of that information in the description box. So I have a couple of forms that I'm going to be filling out today. I also made a really cute budgeting sheet, but I'm still working on it. It's in the process. Once I get it finished, I think I'm going to be putting it on my Etsy shop. And I'd like to take the time right now to thank each and every one of you all that have made a purchase on my little shop. That's also been helping a lot. I know I'm not making a lot of money on there, but the money that I am making, that money is going to go to my supplies. Friends, the battery was low, so I had to change the battery. I'm going to write the month of September. Okay, what are we missing? I mostly put like the priority bills on here. I didn't put the sinking funds. Maybe I could add the sinking funds with another color. I'm going to highlight the priority or fixed expenses in pink. On this fixed expenses sheet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the list of all of the fixed expenses. That's 900 plus 66 plus 120 plus 50 plus 40 plus 200 plus 40 plus 450 plus 120 plus 50 plus 480 plus 160 plus 80 equals it's kind of hard for me to open up my marker because I don't have a lot of strength in that finger. So that is going to be 2,756. Now I still need to add the rest of my expenses, which are the variable expenses. So we'll move on to that form in a little bit. I'm going to add up these totals. That should be 80 plus 23 plus 15 plus 50 plus $60.92 plus 50 plus 50. That is $328.92. That's the total there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that total with the other total, that's the fixed expenses. I'm going to add these two plus 2756 equals, so the total is $3,084.92. I'm going to divide that by 2 because normally my husband gets paid bi-weekly. I'm not working right now, so he gets paid bi-weekly. So I have to split all these bills. I have to split in those 2 paychecks. I know this month of September there's 3 paychecks, but I think it's kind of tricky for me. I don't consider it 3 paychecks because normally the last paycheck you have to pay the first bills of the next month. So I don't even consider it like, oh yay, I have an extra paycheck. I don't know about you friends, but I do not. So I'm going to divide this by 2. So divide by 2 equals, divided by 2, 1,542. Final worksheet, the budget paycheck tracker. I'm going to have to get back to you all since I have my appointment. Go and get my finger checked. Hey friends, how's it going? I am back. So guess what? I already went to the chiropractor and I had to take some money out, which I'll be explaining more about how much cash I spent, where I had to take money out from which envelope. I paid $30, which was great. I don't think it was too much. This was to see the chiropractor, and he also did an adjustment and kind of like a therapy where they put I don't even know what it's called, but they put these little cables in your back because I was having a little bit of lower back pain as well. What he did was he popped my finger twice and he said that I think they're called ligaments. He said that they're a bit swollen inside, something like that. So he told me to ice my finger or my whole hand. He told me ice it 5 minutes a day for about a week. I think he said that it's normal for it to be painful and it could last like for a full healing possibly 4 to 6 weeks. So I am on week 2. So he told me to do a couple of therapy at home. So I was doing that, and then I made dinner, I was washing dishes, and I think I hurt it a little bit because I was lifting the heavy pans and pots when I was washing them. So it's a little bit in pain, but after he did the adjustment and all that, I told him that I was able to bend it and move it a little bit more, but right now it's in a little bit of pain, and I think it's because of the heavy lifting. And he told me, like, don't work it too hard. It's gonna take time for it to completely heal, so don't do too much on it. And what did I do? I came home, I felt that I was better. I'm like, you know what, the finger's so much better. It feels so much better. It doesn't feel as painful as before to move it. So I started doing all these things at home, and right now it's in a little bit of pain, but it should be good. I just need to be doing my little exercises that he told me to do, and I also need to ice it. So this is my receipt here that I will be sharing with you all later on in my cash stuffing. I'm going to fill out my money my way paycheck budget tracker sheet. Again, this is from the Budget Mom, and I have a couple of printouts that I printed for free. So I'm going to be working on filling this one out right now. I'm going to get some bigger markers because I like the letters to be big. That way you're able to see it. think I'll use this one. For income, I'm going to calculate like an estimated amount. My husband does get paid on Thursday, so he gave me like an estimated amount. Then I can put the actual amount once he gets paid and once we get the cash out from the bank and we start doing our cash stuffings. So I'll put that in later on, but I'll just put like a budgeted amount here or an estimated amount. I'm gonna put the month. I liked using this one. So the paycheck dates, we said there were the 1st, the 15th, and the 29th. 1/15/29. I might be getting a YouTube check pretty soon. I will be doing a YouTube cash stuffing video pretty soon. I hope. Actually, it's not going to be until the mid of September. That's when I'll probably get paid. I did my monetization process. I have 1,000 subscribers, and thank you, friends, for all of you that have been subscribed to my channel. One thing that I was looking at on my fixed expenses, I put car loan number 2. Usually I pay this car loan $120 whenever I clean a house once a month. I don't normally budget that with my husband's income. That's why the total amount is pretty high, higher than usual. But we'll make it work. I'll go ahead and put that here as well. So work is one of the incomes, like my husband's job. And then I'm going to put side job or side hustle. This is going to go here. And then YouTube. Another income that I will be having for the month of September will be my Etsy. It's not a lot, but you know what? Every little counts. So budgeted amount, I think he's gonna make, I think it's 1,491. Side hustle, it's 150. I did a cash stuffing video on my side job or side hustle. I don't work at this job every month. It's a couple times a year. Now, what it is we clean a house. My mom and I, they pay us $30 an hour. We work about 10 hours in one day. So that's $30. That would be times 10. That's $300. But my mom and I, since we do work together, we split that income in half. So that would be $150 each. YouTube, I really don't know how much that's going to be. And then Etsy, I don't know how much that's going to be. It will probably be around $40. For YouTube, it has to be over $100 for them to pay you, which I think it will be. Putting those amounts once I get paid for that. I'm going to start off by putting the bills or the fixed expenses first, a couple sinking funds, cash envelopes, and then this is the debt that I have. For example, credit card and car loans, I'll put that there. Savings, like emergency savings, I will put that here. So let me get to it and I will be right back with you. I'm not quite sure if I should put envelopes here because mostly everything is envelopes. I have to get an envelope for mortgage, internet, cell phone, my 2 credit cards, which I put them over here. And I think I'm going to have to take them off from here. Water, electric, trash, mostly everything would be envelopes. Maybe 1 or 2 things is not envelopes. So I don't want to put anything here. So I'm just going to cross this off. I'm going to add up all the total and then I'm going to put it down here. But before that, I messed up. I put Lowe's over here and it should go over here, an extra debt. 900 plus 66 plus 120 plus 40 plus 200 plus 450 plus 80 plus 480 plus 160 plus 80 plus 23 plus 15 plus $50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 61 plus 50 equals $29.65. And I think I'm going to be missing something. So plus 120 equals $30.85. Let me confirm the amounts. Okay, that is the amount. What I did is I must have rounded for one of them. So the amount should equal the amount of the rest of my sheets. $3,084.92. So I'm going to put the amount here. 3,085 is my total. That's going to be divided by 2. Divided by 2 is $1,542.46 or 45, something like that there. So then that I'm going to subtract 120 because I'm going to be paying for that with the income that I'm going to get paid from my side job. And if I do get paid a little bit more, I'm going to start saving to pay off my debt. I was editing the first part of this video when I was going to go to the doctor's. I remembered another story of something that happened. So as I mentioned to you all, we were in this hit and run that was fixed. When my husband went in to pay the car loan, I stayed in the car. That's when a very old man slammed his door into our car. I didn't do anything about it, which I can be too nice at times. I told a couple family members, they're like, what? Why didn't you say anything? But you know what? It's just not in me for me to have said anything to this very, very old man. Like I said, he was barely walking. He was on a cane and he couldn't even walk on top of the sidewalk because he couldn't lift up his foot. So there was no need for him to park where he parked, like close to us, because he could have parked in the handicap, or I don't know if he has the handicap, but he could have parked closer to where the sidewalk is. That way he could walk on that little ramp, but he decided to park close to us. So when he parked close to us, he still had to walk like a long way to go on top of the ramp. Like, I didn't get mad at him for it, but I was just thinking of another story of something that happened to us years ago. Another very old lady. She hit us in the back and we were driving a truck. It was a Ram. It was a white. Was it a Ford or a Ram? I don't remember. But I was driving it and it was a 5-speed. My husband was teaching me how to drive. We were going up a hill or a red light signal. And I told my husband, oh no, I'm too scared. I'm too scared. Like, once the light turns green, I won't be able to change it from neutral to the first shift. So what I did was I parked to the side, and then a very old lady comes right behind us and she hit us in the back and she breaks our rear light. The lady was very sorry. She's like, I'm so sorry. And I think she was like probably like 85 years old, 87, I don't know. She looked very small, looked very old, and I told her, don't worry about it, you're fine. Now that evening we went to AutoZone to purchase the light, the rear light. We spent over $100 to replace it, and I'm like, oh man, I'm so dumb. I said I should have charged her for it. I should have told her she had to pay for it because she did hit us in the back. But then I was feeling guilty myself because I'm the one that had pulled over because I didn't want to drive. I wanted my husband to drive. So I was feeling guilty, feeling like I caused all this. But then when we had to pay that, and we were young back then, we didn't budget back in the day. So we were very tight on income, as right now we are as well. But I know where my money is going. I know that I have to pay all these bills. So it's a little bit different. Things are different. Like, we have the money. It's just going to all these places. Obviously, if we had a little bit more, we would be able to pay off debt sooner. But as I was saying, we told her it was fine. And then at the end of the day, when we had to pay for that, I'm like, I should have said something. So with this older man that hit my door, and it was just a small scratch, I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Some people were like, you should have said something. You should have told him to pay you. I just felt so bad for him. I don't know if I'm wrong, friends. I don't know if there is something that I should have done. I mean, I know deep down in my heart that I did the right thing by not telling him anything, because I don't know what it is about older people. I just feel like compassionate towards them. I feel like I have to be generous with them because one day I'm going to be old myself as well. And I hope that I get treated well as I treat my elders. Well, friends, that's the story for today. I hope that you liked this new way that I used to budget. I like to switch it off. Sometimes I share with you all on how I budget with the tablet with using GoodNotes, and then sometimes I write it in. I like how I did it this way because I felt like it was a little bit more organized. I have a couple different sheets that I can go by whenever I'm doing my cash stuffing, but we'll see if this works for me. I'll keep using it this way. I'll print these sheets once again, and I know she has like a budgeting journal that you can buy. Again, I don't have money. I don't have extra bills to pay for it. If I did, I probably would buy it. But for now, this is what's working for me. That's all I can say, friends. Thank you, friends, so much for watching this video. May God bless each and every one of you all. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye. But before I leave, I want to share a Bible verse with you all. This is a Bible verse that I've just been repeating over and over in my head this week. And I just felt like it's come to my heart to share it with you all as well. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. God bless, friends. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.